two of the National Football League's biggest stars, Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, are now facing a significant legal challenge off the field as a sneaker. Company has filed a federal trademark infringement lawsuit against them and their business partners. The complaint centers on the name of the pair's shared Kansas City restaurant and whether its branding improperly overlaps with an existing brand of footwear and apparel. Kelce and Mahomes, both key figures for the Kansas City Chiefs, expanded their business ventures beyond football when they partnered with Noble 33 to launch 1587 Prime, a high-end steakhouse in Kansas City that opened in September 2025. The name, inspired by Mahomes' jersey number 15 and Kelce's 87, was intended to be a celebration of their athletic legacies and personal bond. However, this venture has now become the subject of a lawsuit filed by 1587 Sneakers, a Boston-based sneaker and apparel brand that claims the restaurant's name infringes on its own trademark rights. According to court filings in the Southern District of New York, 1587, Sneakers alleges that its brand has been using the 1587 mark in commerce since April 2023, and that consumers are confusing the restaurant's merchandise with their products. At the heart of the dispute is the question of trademark, priority, and consumer confusion. According to the lawsuit, 1587, Sneakers began selling products under the 1587 name over 2 years before the restaurant's opening. Although the sneaker company did not file its trademark application with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO, until October 2025, the lawsuit stresses that it had already established common law trademark rights through earlier use in commerce. In contrast, Kelce, Mahomes, and their partners filed for a trademark on 1587 Prime in December 2023, specifically in the bar and restaurant category, while trademark law allows similar marks to coexist in different industries. In this case, food service versus footwear, 1587. Sneakers argues that the restaurant's sale of branded merchandise blurs the lines between categories and has caused scores of consumers to mistakenly believe there is a connection between the two businesses. The sneaker company isn't just seeking to block the restaurant's use of the name. It is also pursuing unspecified damages, attorney's fees, and an injunction preventing further use of the contested mark. In its public statements, 1587, Sneakers emphasized that it respects the achievements of Kelce and Mahomes but believes its own brand identity has been harmed and misrepresented due to the overlap in names. Trademark attorneys note that this case could become a complicated legal clash over how trademarks operate across industries. Similar marks can legally coexist if they serve distinct goods or services and if there's little likelihood of consumer confusion. However, when one party's business crosses into another's market, such as through branded merchandise, the risk of confusion increases and can strengthen an infringement claim. In this instance, legal observers will be watching closely to see if the fact that 1587 Prime sells clothing and merchandise alongside food services plays a critical role in determining whether the restaurant's mark improperly impairs 1587 Sneakers brand identity. Beyond the specifics of the lawsuit, the case highlights a broader trend. As high-profile athletes increasingly pursue business ventures outside sports, legal issues such as intellectual property rights are becoming more common. For Kelce and Mahomes, both of whom maintain significant public profiles due to their success on the field, managing branding and business, relationships has become almost as important as their performances on game day. At the time of this writing, neither Kelce nor Mahomes has publicly addressed the lawsuit. Their restaurant, however, remains open, and its future could depend on how the courts interpret the trademark rights at issue. For now, the case stands as a cautionary example of how expanding fame and entrepreneurship can create complex legal hurdles for even the most celebrated athletes.